Hi guys, thanks again for joining me on Aqua Clear Water SA. I hope you're all doing well out there. If you're not doing too well, I just hope the best for you, and just be positive, and I'm sure everything's gonna be just fine. Okay, guys, I just want to talk to you this afternoon about the filtration systems, different type of filtration systems. I think I've touched on it before, but I have three internal filters. I have they're mainly biological filters. I have a filter right at the back, which is an aerated filter, which has a bit of floss in it, which acts as a biological and a filtration system. You get your three different types of systems. You get your biological, you get your chemical, and you get your mechanical filters. You get your external filters as well, but all filters can take all different type of media. So if you are putting medicines in your water system because you have problems with parasites or diseases, you need your chemical filtration. So you'll have to put chemical media, whatever you need to do to get out that to drain or absorb those chemicals at the end of the day. Your mechanical filters, all filters basically have a mechanical side to it, because as the water spurts out, it disturbs the top of the water, which helps break the tension, and which gives you gaseous exchange, dissolves some of the poisonous gases. So you got sulfur coming from your substrate, or your methane gas. So that just helps with that, your mechanical side. But then the most important is obviously your biological filters, which you have biological media that you put within your filters. And we all know the process that goes through. Your ammonia gets broken down by one type of bacteria, and that turns into nitrate, and then that gets transformed again by another bacteria into nitrate, and that nitrate goes into your water system, and your plants feed off of that. Not too much of it. Obviously, when it's colder, you're not going to have too much. If you've got cold water fish, it's not going to be too much of a problem. But as soon as the water temperature rises, the fish's metabolisms become more active, so there'll be whatever goes to the bottom also becomes more active, and there will be more ammonia, so your filtration system has to work properly. But they say your water cycle, your water needs to cycle at least 5 times an hour. I don't always go by that rule. If it cycles 3 times per hour, and everything seems to be doing fine, don't worry about it. If some people just have small tanks with lots of plants in it, and the plants do the filtration on their own, they don't need filters. And we get these canister filters which are on the outside. I used to have one which was a bit small for my tank at the time, but it worked okay. But don't get caught up in this money scheme. These guys try and sell you these canister external filters, which are 6,000-7,000 rand. That's a lot of money. Within dollars, how much is that? It's not as much as we pay over here, or pounds. It's not as much as we pay over here, because all those filters are made overseas, so they're exported. You can have a DIY system, but you've got to be very careful how you do it, and make sure that you do a good job, because you can go away on holiday and come back to a flooded house, because it all works on a drainage system. Those external filters is like a siphon basis. So if there's a blockage, you're going to come back to a house full of water. You don't want that. Fish, on the other hand, we're looking at, say, 5 inches of fish to 40 gallons of water. Not 40 gallons of water, sorry, 40 liters of water, which works out to about 10 gallons. So we say 3.77 liters to 1 gallon. So yes, so about 40 liters per 5 inches of fish. But that you've got to determine yourself. The depends how many plants you got in your tank as well. If it's heavy planted, you can maybe have a few more fish. Try that out. But you can see for yourself and adjust for yourself, and look at the fish and look at your system and see if the fish are happy, see if they're doing all right, see if they're eating, see if they're not constipated, see what their feces look like. If they're long and white and whatever, then you may have internal parasites, internal worms, and you've got to deworm them. Especially cichlids, certain cichlids, or like your discus, you got to deworm them every couple of months, every 3 months, because you don't want to lose those fish. They're just astronomical. The prices of those fish are too expensive. They're beautiful, I know. It's a lovely ornament, but you got to deworm them. You got to deworm, and also, what you're feeding your fish. Bloodworm. Bloodworm it's a nice source of food, but I've heard a lot of problems coming from that, because bloodworm, they may carry internal parasites. Blackworm is okay, you can go probably, if you can get it, that's like pure food. But also on the feeding side of things, we can talk about that quickly, which is try and have a diversity of different foods, because if you run out of one, the fish are going to be fussy and are not going to take the other. So try flakes, try granules, try tuberflex worms. Just verify the food, verify it, and not verify it, but give them a choice of different type of foods. Don't spoil them too much. I let my fish fast once a week. I know guys with certain cichlids, there's a certain type of fish like your discus, they need to be fed twice a day, but do they? Fish stomachs also need to rest, so they need to get rid of their waste. But so be careful, guys, out there. As I say, be careful of being caught out by these guys who just want you to spend a lot of money on canister filters, because you may have a 200-liter tank, and then they're going to sell you a external filter that does 1,000 liters an hour, and they say your water is going to be pristine. So what? It may be pristine, but you don't need to have a filter that will turn your water 10 times in an hour. So just be wise. Don't overdo it, and don't be caught out by people who are trying to catch you out. Okay, guys, that's all for now. Please subscribe, please hit the like button, and if you have any comments, if you have any likes or dislikes, let me know, please. It'll be nice to know. Any questions? Okay, nice talking to you guys. Keep well. Bye bye.